Why isn't it working?
Sorry, I remembered to put it in Discord this time.
I know, I was like staring at it. I'm like, why isn't it turning on? It's because I had to click on.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Before we start, what is everyone drinking? Jessica, what are you drinking
Oh
tonight?
my god. It's because we're talking so much in pre-drink, so we just have to get into it before we lose
Yeah,
it.
I'm just like,
I'm currently drinking Black Fly. Black Fly, please sponsor us. Actually, here. Black Fly, this is a trial commercial. Black Fly. That's the French side. I am not doing so good.
Blackfly, thanks for being half French.
Yeah, thanks for being bilingual. We appreciate a
you.
bilingual king.
Or queen.
Or queen. Or no.
They, theming?
They, them.
What is it, they, them? Are they like the
Just
court
whoever
ruler?
reigns. Just reigns.
Ruler? Royal?
Yeah, they're not king or queen. They're the council.
Royal. Isn't it like just
Fucking
leader?
knights. You don't
Leader.
Dictator.
Dictator, yeah. Binaries, they dictate.
It's the same thing as king and queen, right? Like it's a dictator. Just with a born right. You don't have to fight for it.
Yeah, you're a dictator by fascist regime.
Yeah. I don't think the sponsor's going very well.
Okay, right. I'm sponsoring Black Fly. I'm drinking a Black Fly hard crushed black cherry sour, 7% from their multi-boxed collection I got at the beer store.
Oh, they sell them at the beer store now?
They do, and then because like I originally got Pabst, which is what I'm going to switch to after drinking my one sugar drink.
Okay.
They have them at Costco too.
Yeah, they have. Yes. So Nick actually bought a huge pack at Costco with Annie when his aunt and uncle came down.
He's not even old enough. How did he buy?
I said with Annie. With Annie. Oh. Annie was there. Yeah. He will be in 4 months. So yeah. Anyway, they got a pack.
No, but like, how did he buy? Like, Costco is pretty strict on ID, and like, Annie. I didn't. Yeah, Annie. Okay, like
he doesn't have a membership either. So
right. I was like, they would know.
They would know.
Yeah. Like, we know this alcohol's for you, child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so they do have the pack at Costco. Sonia, what are you drinking? Ginger.
Made from real gingers. I doubt
it.
She like went to the back of her yard, got ginger, like Canada Dry label.
There's like no ginger in here whatsoever.
Oh.
It says it's citric acid, sodium citrate, sodium something. Is there a scientific name for?
No, it watches like the last ingredient in ginger, so then they can still say it's ginger.
Caramel color. No, I'm just drinking. Okay, now I have to look it up, but I'm just drinking ginger ale.
I'm drinking water. I'm drinking fancy blue water with ice, and then I'm drinking a bottle of water. I can't drink alcohol for a little bit because we're seeing if that has what's affecting my blood pressure and my heart rate, which is going up during my sleep. Like I'm 110, 115, and that's bad.
It's especially bad when it's happening in your sleep
at rest. Yeah. Because I got like the watch thing and it tells me, and yeah. So and my blood pressure is high, and my blood oxygen though is really good. So like
you're breathing. Good for you.
I know.
That's like something's going right. Yeah.
And I have to like quit drinking energy drinks eventually.
That's the hard part. It's like I'm also having like blood pressure issues. Luckily, my heart rate drops to like 62 when I'm sleeping.
Oh, must be nice.
But it does rise a lot while I'm awake. So I'm like keeping an eye on that. But also,
like right now, mine's 93.
Mine died.
Oh shit! Rest in peace, Jessica.
My Fitbit doesn't even want to read me. Yeah, no, it's me. It's like, if you make me take away anything that I'm using as a tool for stress right now, I will kill myself.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was like, okay, energy drinks or cocaine, like, or prison. Like, these are my options. Like, which one am I choosing?
Yeah, like, come on, man. I would just I'm a lesser of two evil voter.
Yeah.
And I do that with my substances, you know? I'm not on coke anymore.
And I'm not going to prison.
2 coffees, okay?
Like,
let me do it.
So coffee I'm still allowed. I mean, I can't drink a whole pot anymore.
Yeah, you can't drink as much coffee as in an energy drink, which is like
Yes.
2.5. Like, it's not like that much more.
I know. Well, because I had my like 3 coffees and then 2 energy drinks a day just to like.
Oh, fuck. Okay, no. Here I was thinking my 1 coffee and 1 energy drink. Bitch, how are you alive?
Yeah, maybe
Listen,
there's
if I
nothing
don't,
wrong
I need to go
with your
sleep.
blood pressure. There's nothing wrong with your
Maybe
blood
you
pressure.
can drink alcohol, actually.
Yes.
It's the other stuff. They maybe
Well,
you should stop.
I have to stop it all. Like other than have my coffee, like I can't have
1
energy
coffee.
drinks.
But it's like, but yeah, your
She's
blood
like-
pressure has nothing to do with anything you're doing except for drinking energy
my
drinks.
pot of coffee, my 2 energy drinks.
Yeah.
3.
When they say
2 or
on
3.
the energy drink specifically 1 to 2 total, like with no coffee. Like
Yeah,
that's just
like we've discovered what's wrong with you.
And
Don't need to
then
go to the doctor
hold on. I was drinking pre-workout, which has energy in it too.
Yeah,
At one
so
point.
like, yeah, we just discovered what was wrong, Domri. You can drink alcohol.
No,
yeah,
for
that's
you.
not the problem.
but like
Yo.
anyway, but for the first week I can't drink anything, like just to see and then regulate myself before. But yeah, they were just like 115 at rest. That's not good. I was like, okay, but I still need to take a nap. Like with all these energy drinks, like something's going on.
Yeah, you need your vitamins checked.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm taking my vitamin D and like my iron deficiency
You need
pills.
B12 shots.
No, my B12's good. It's a vitamin D, iron.
How's your magnesium?
Good.
How's your vitamin D?
Good. I just said it was
Oh,
good.
sorry, I didn't
Oh no,
hear.
but no. Vitamin D's bad. That's what I meant. But vitamin D's bad.
Yeah.
B12's good. It's my vitamin D and iron that are like in the dumps. But then, okay, vitamin D is really hard when you live in Canada because first of all, we have 6 months of winter. No one wants to fucking go out. And now we've had fucking ridiculous, horrible summer that nobody wants to fucking go out.
Just get some vitamin D gummies.
I might have to.
Yeah, we get extra vitamins and stuff because that's like for mental health purposes too. You need to make sure your vitamin D and everything is really good because then you can't use your coping skills that you are working so hard to maintain your mental health.
Yeah,
like,
I know. But
it's all like fucking. You're like, I'm too exhausted to not want to punch someone in the face.
And when you're on some mental health meds, which technically my son is on, because a lot of mental health meds are also what are used to stop seizures.
Mhm.
He's technically on a bipolar medication. For his epilepsy, it actually lowers your vitamin D. So
It does.
You're recommended to take a vitamin D supplement with it, which he always has to and gets his vitamin D tested for it.
And then if you're a woman, your iron it goes low all the time anyway because like your menstrual cycle and stuff. So like I'm fucked no matter what. Like I'm gonna have these low numbers regardless.
And
That's
you
why
have a
take
child sleep in your bed a
multivitamins.
lot. Like,
No,
I just
actually,
don't buy that.
no. This week has been great because the heat hasn't been above 30. Like it's 30's the plateau now, which is like that's sad. But anyway, so he is able to sleep in his bed this week, and I was like, oh fucking thank God. Like I can sleep. Like I think I got. Hold on, I'll tell you. It tells me I got 7 hours of sleep today, so that was good rather than the 5.5. So yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna quickly get into my I told you guys earlier for our listeners out there, I had a day. My husband had worse of a day. He actually dealt with most of it, but because I don't have a driver's license. But we woke up this morning taking our daughter to therapy and noticed our car had been broken into. Doors were probably left unlocked. I don't know why they don't lock automatically in this day and age because it's a 2024 Hyundai. But luckily they just made a mess with our papers, but didn't take anything besides like change from our coffee thing, our quarter for our grocery shopping, that kind of stuff. So that was fine. So we're like, okay, everything's good. And then we're like, okay, we should go to Canadian Tire, get some gardening stuff. The de-weeding at Sonia's earlier, which I did yesterday and we talked about in our pre-drinks. Yeah, like I was we should de-weed our garden. We shop a little bit, we go back in the parking lot. We notice a letter with a phone number saying, sorry, I dented your car, or I scratched your car. And we're like, fuck. So we take pictures of it, everything like that. We go, husband goes, calls, because we're on a lease, calls, takes it in, gets a quote from a place the dealership said we could get a quote from. We're like, cool. He's texting the guy, trying to get, like, he tried to call him, nothing. Texts him, the guy's like, oh yeah, there was a kid came out behind me while I was backing out and I braked. And that's what caused your scratch.
If he didn't break, then it would have been like right through the car.
Yeah,
then.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, how does breaking cause a scratch? Like, what is this here? So and my husband's very like, okay, and the guy doesn't want to go through insurance. And Chris is like, okay, like, oh, you hit and run, first off, and we can only go through this place. So it has to go through someone's insurance for the lease. So it either has to go through my insurance as a hit and run, and I have to get a police report, or it has to go through your insurance as a mistake. Like that's
why does it have to go through insurance?
For the lease.
So
or else it voids the warranty and we lose the lease. Like
she has to return this car back.
Yeah,
she can't.
We don't
this
own
isn't
it.
her car. Yeah.
So like with the lease, you can get stuff cleaned up on your own without going through insurance.
No. Like a lot of the time for stuff like this, they have minimums. So like we called the dealership, dealership.
Oil changing.
That's because the dealership has connection. Like if they tell you to go to a certain place, they get like a little like rub and tug sort of thing. Like legally, you can.
They have to approve.
Not if you sign
where
the
you
contract
get it
the
done.
same. So
yeah.
No,
it's in the contract. They have to approve where you get it done from because they take it back.
And they will look when she returns the car. They will look to see if the paint matches. They'll make sure that it is in pristine condition when they get that car back, or else the value
small scratches they don't care about. They mark them as like, okay, we see a small scratch here, but after like 4 years, they don't care. It's like a apartment. It's like if you do like major renovations and shit, and the landlord didn't approve it, well, they can go after you, even if the renovations are good. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They can still go after you, So like that's
you can't do customizations on your car.
Yeah, no, it's just weird to me. I've known a lot of people who leased cars, and this was not the case at all. This situation was not like that. I know like everybody except me drives and gets in accidents and everything. And like this is the first time I've ever heard this being a situation. So I'm very confused on why that was it. But like that's your situation. Obviously you would know it because you're living it. So like that's why I was just like, why?
Yeah. No,
yeah.
For sure.
No, dealerships are really strict now. They really are. Yeah. Like I was just dealing with this last year and I finance. I don't even like lease. I finance. So we this is our car. And even that was really fucking strict. Like they were like, your oil changes should be here.
There's
for the first year and whatever.
And that's what, like if it's under warranty, you have to go somewhere or the warranty.
Yeah, but this is the thing is when you're on a lease, it's under their warranty. So they have to determine like what you're doing or else it can void the warranty.
Yeah.
So if we just like went to some guy without permission, like without knowing if they were, then that could void the warranty. And then they would be like, oh.
Yeah, I understand. But then why won't they let the guy pay cash too? Like, why do you have to go through insurance?
The main reason is this guy hit and run.
Like that. If you guys
like that's the main, like he did a crime.
Okay, so that's why.
It's like so it has to go either through our insurance as a crime, or like if he had stayed, it probably would have been better. But he didn't stay at the scene.
Okay.
Yeah, and then now he's like not giving his insurance. So I don't even think he has insurance. So maybe that was more of a reason he should have stayed, but this is the fun part. Even at this point, I'm not taking your guys' cash. We're going through insurance because you're a fucking scam artist. Because Mike, on first name basis. When we got this letter, there was a second phone number.
Yes,
in
the
a
witness.
Different pen. Mike the witness. Now I was like, oh, maybe Mike like came out, saw him, got him to write the note, and then added his number, right? No. Mike came out at the time of the incident, took a picture, wrote down his license plate, and then saw him write the note and then went after. So the guy that scratched our car, who's being all weird about the insurance and stuff, doesn't know about Mike.
Oh,
he doesn't know about the witness that saw that there wasn't a child that came up behind him, and he's lying. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So did you guys text Mike too?
We got Mike. That's why Mike gave us the license plate and was like, I saw it all, baby. Here's a picture of it happening. Here's his license plate information. Here's the make and model of that car. And then also he's like, yeah, I went up after. I went up after to write my name. So this guy who tried to lie and is not giving us the insurance and stuff doesn't know that there was a witness to the whole incident. So now we're like, okay, dude, now at this point, we're about to report this as a hit and run, so you better pick up and let us know. And the guy that did it didn't take any pictures, apparently. I feel like if I scratch someone's car, I'm gonna take my own pictures in case that person scratches insurance more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, he didn't take any pictures, apparently. So I'm like, I wonder if he
was in a rush.
Or he just thought it was a nice enough car that someone's willing to because, if, I'll be honest, if we were wealthy enough that we could fork over $1,800 and not have to go through this headache, we would just do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, rich people are just like, what's a dent? What's $2,000? I'm not going to waste a week of my life chasing someone if I can just, But we're not that rich. It's a lease. We don't own that shit. It looks nice, but we have to give it back in 2 years.
Everyone just doesn't think about leases, right? They think, oh, everyone just owns their vehicle
and
when they drive.
No, sorry.
People leave notes to be nice too. I thought this guy was being nice. If he's willing to pay out of pocket right away, that should be an option. But he's lying about what happened because you don't bump into somebody if there's a kid there. That means you're going. If you put your brakes, that means you wouldn't have hit anybody anyway.
Right. How does braking make you hit our car?
Yeah. So he's lying to begin with, and I'm so glad Mike was there.
Yeah.
And Mike even confirmed there was no child, right?
He has a picture of literally him hitting our car and nothing there. We have photo evidence. And I'm just okay, the law states, even if you leave a note, if you fuck off, that's a hit and run. You can be charged for that. So leaving a note is the bare minimum. And the fact we didn't call the cops then, considering our car was also broken into that day, we didn't call the cops then because we're very ACAB. Unless there's really shit we need the cops for, we're not calling them. And so we're okay. So I was taking this as maybe he was in a rush and blah, blah, blah. I don't know why he had to be at Canadian Tire at 10 o'clock, and then he's rushing.
Plumbing emergency.
And I'm okay, I get it. And I thought the time the witness was with him, no, he wasn't. And he's a liar. And now just fix my fucking car. Jesus Christ. I don't know I can get my daughter to therapy, you dick. But yeah, so that's the news is we have a Mike and Mike saved us. So yay for Mike.
Yay. No, that actually helps a lot. Because we didn't when my hit and run happened on the QW, we didn't have a license plate because it happened really fast, rear-ended, guy fucked off. We're shooken up, so we didn't even look. No one else helped us. So
you didn't have a mic.
I didn't have a fucking mic, man.
Damn, we all need a mic to protect us from car.
And then I was telling David about this story, and so we're laughing about it because we were laughing about ours. And he's remember when the OPP yelled at you for talking? And I was, fuck that guy.
Because the cops.
So the OPP was asking Dave, how fast were you going? And David was so I answered for him. I'm we were doing about by the time we were slowing down 40, because when we seen the brakes, we were slowing, and the cop was not you. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the driver. So me and David were talking about it. He's could you imagine if you were in one of your moods, you would have been arrested right then and there because you would have went after that cop. And I was yeah. So he's
you don't have to out him. You can say yes or no. But does Dave have any diagnoses that might enable his ability to answer a question?
probably, but no, he doesn't have like any
he doesn't
official.
have the diagnosis. Okay,
No.
'Cause I was gonna say Chris has like depression. Like he's on antidepressants. We've talked about this before, and I would have like totally put that out and been like, I would have been like, excuse me, my husband has depression, and sometimes this causes him anxiety to the point that he can't speak. So do not, or I will call your supervisor and claim a human rights violation.
Right. I think the cop was just pissed because I was a woman talking. Like,
Exactly. That's why I like outwoman them. I'm like, you want a Karen? I will fucking give you one.
Yeah. But like that's what we were talking about. We're like, oh yeah, like definitely he was pissed off that I was talking for my husband because like heaven forbid. Is she coming back?
She just said something happened to her internet. Just a second.
Yeah, we can wait.
Yeah. Hi, internet people, YouTubes. Check out our shorts. I actually just posted another couple weeks of shorts. So catch it.
Hopefully we can start banking episodes again. That will be great.
Yeah, let us know when we can start. We can literally, before we start doing our books and booze, let us know when we can start Thursdays, and we can start banking a couple episodes before books and booze.
Yep.
So that then we're like good to go.
Yeah. No, I'm good for whatever. Like next week is gonna be hard because like so this is the week now that I'm packing everything from Nick because next weekend is
Big
Fan
move.
Expo and move. After that, I'm pretty good. Like I gotta get Caleb's backpack, but other than that, I'm
So
I'll be
like
good.
you want to start on the 28th, that Thursday, start
Yeah, we
banking
can start.
episodes, so we could bank like probably like 4 episodes before starting
Books and booze.
books and booze.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't record the 18th of September. That's the only day I can't record in
I have no
September.
fucking
On the
clue what day
third,
that
it's a
is.
Thursday. I'm going to see Wheatus.
Teenage Dirtbag?
Yeah, acoustic set.
Fuck.
They're coming to Hamilton. I believe it's
Nice.
Hamilton, yeah.
Nice.
I'm pretty pumped. Excuse me.
But yeah.
No. That's good. We'll get
Yeah.
that.
And then we'll start scheduling books and booze because, like, yeah, people are really fucking excited to come back. And
I know, and like, there's so many people, and we already have like 3 promised, and like
five promised. Five because I had
promised.
2.
Right. Sorry, yeah.
And
So-
one dude's like in Hamilton, and he's just like, yeah, like I write, like, and I would like
Another dude in Hamilton,
yeah,
because Steve,
yeah.
I have it is in Hamilton.
I have Anthony, and he's from Hamilton.
That's 2 men from Hamilton.
Yep.
Oh my god. Sorry, we were just like interluding. So this is YouTube. We're not back in the episode yet. We have 2 male authors from Hamilton coming on our next season of Books and Booze.
Oh, that's so great.
I think he's like Ancaster or something. I'm gonna double check. I know he's in the
That
905.
counts.
He's in the 905. So I was just like, we're close. He's like, yeah, like, and I would love to be on your podcast. And I was like, fuck yeah, like,
yeah.
he's been asking for a couple of months now. I'm like, yeah, like we're on summer vacation technically, but like we're just doing regulars. But yeah, as soon as Books and Booze is back,
Actually,
add
that's
you on.
technically 3 because Chris is going to be on an episode for his book. So we have 3 men from Hamilton on this next season.
It'll be the man season.
Yeah, the
Man season.
patriarchy. We're pro patriarchy this season. Men's
I think it's
rights.
It's still feminism, right? When it's like equal rights.
I'm just kidding.
It's when like when our doors are open to all genders. And
yeah.
yeah,
We just
genders
rarely
and
have men,
fluid genders.
especially in our area.
And like dark and like because it's like start off a lot of dark romance, which isn't really. It's a very
Niche.
female identifying
Yeah.
dominated
Yes.
genre. Yeah,
Well, I mean, it'd be really tricky for a male to.
I feel
write.
like
Yeah.
males have already written women so poorly for so long. Like it's
Yeah. And just
women
like
don't really want to.
it would be really problematic for a dude to write like sexual
like
assault
maybe
scenes.
Harlequin romance, and I feel like men who write Harlequin, whatever the fuck it's
Harlequin.
called, I feel like they use a feminine pen name too,
Oh, yeah.
like because women don't want to feel vulnerable to a man, you know, like when they're reading these things, like these weird desires that they didn't know they had until they read about them. Their sexual awakenings.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want a man to tell them what those are. So
True.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember where we left off in the episode when Sonia.
We were talking
was
about
here.
books. Oh no.
Okay,
Before
do
Sonia-
one of
Marie-
you want to like start introducing the topic then?
yes. Wait, can I tell you about ginger ale quick first?
Yes.
Okay,
Tell us
okay.
about ginger ale.
Wait, we gotta. I'm just thinking of the editing. She leaves. We're talking, and then Sonia, you were looking up ginger ale this whole time.
This whole time. So the ginger extract in Canada Dry is derived from ginger root and called ginger or lauricin. But like Amy Prulot, who has worked in the industrial food sector for over a decade, quotes at one point in the production, it was real ginger. So that's how they're allowed to say made with real ginger when it's like a ginger extract.
It's so produced. It's so
yeah.
overproduced that's not
Yes.
ginger anymore, but it was
Yes.
in the past.
Like a long time ago, they used to be friends. Haven't thought of you lately. But like it's just
I'm just gonna start saying like, I'm a baby.
a long time ago.
Well, no,
Somewhere
I
along
used to
the
be
progress.
a baby, and then I was overprocessed, and now I'm not technically a baby anymore, but
I'm still a
actually I'm
baby.
still a baby.
That's like no, that's like you're made with real baby. Like what?
You're made with real juice, like baby juice, sperm. You're a sperm.
I am a sperm.
You're a sperm.
I go up to Chris, hide me in your balls.
We get you a little tail.
That'll be our new book. Someone tries to hide in someone's testicles. That's our splatterpunk right there.
Jessica is a sperm.
I feel like that would be aggressive splatterpunk. Like you're
Try
like
to,
going around like from testicle to testicle, and you like obviously murder these men because you like are ripping through them trying to get into their testicles.
Maybe I keep them alive and I just ruin their testicles.
Or like oh my god, you stretch it so much. They're
make a
on life
mask.
support.
I'm
crawled
like
in.
Batwing, but like over my head.
Scrotum.
No, you stretch it so far that your whole body can fit in it like a uterus. Like you're just like in there.
Women's rights.
Just tucked in.
I went through this. I had 2 kids. You can deal.
Now
And,
shoot
like-
me out.
You go through the shaft, it fucking explodes.
I
Like,
just fucking
no.
dive. I stretched it out enough. And just
You fucking the rhino scene in the oh my gosh, Ace Ventura,
Sure,
the second
Pet
one,
Detective.
that's what it's like going through the like little what's the hole?
Urethra.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Oh no. I'm sorry, men. But if you want to be cast in my new
Splatterpunk horror.
Splatterpunk.
Well, it's a book, right? That's what you're
Well, I
talking
gotta
about
get
Splatterpunk
men
book.
to be on the cover.
Yeah, you
Can
gotta
you
have a cover.
spread? That's part of the audition.
Can you show us how far you can stretch? Oh, I don't think anyone's gonna sign up.
Speaking of books, halfway through the episode, what are we gonna talk about today?
The bad books. Well, not bad, just like traumatizing.
Books that fucked you up in the brain.
That people love to read.
Not even love to read. I feel like anyone that's like anytime you've taken like an English class and you're forced to read this trauma-inducing book, like that like I read Not Wanted on the Voyage. Have you guys heard of that book?
No.
This was in my grade 9 English class, okay? So
Okay.
first year of high school, we have to like read this book, talk about, it every week and write a whole paper on it, do a test on it, all this stuff. English class book stuff. Now, Not Wanted on the Voyage is about Moses? No, not Moses. Noah's Ark.
Noah.
It's about Noah's Ark and all his kids and their wives and how the devil is trans and dresses up as a woman dating one of his kids on the boat. And also they had like unicorns and stuff, But the unicorns didn't last because in one scene they get beheaded and one of like the wives or daughters or something gets fucking raped with the horn. Yeah. Now, also, this is obviously a very religious book. It's based
Clearly.
on, like, God comes to tell Noah about like the flood, and God's like God's mortal, but he just lives for a very long time. So he's like 130 years old or something. And I guess God's men lived a long time, so Noah was really old. Oh, and his son Ham, who was like his least favorite son because he was a vegetarian.
But named Ham?
Named Ham, who was dating the devil dressed in drag. Yes. Was a vegetarian, and he'd force him to be like, you have to sacrifice this goat. And then Ham's like, I don't want to. And Noah's like, God said so. And like, I'm reading this book and I'm like, I have Christians in my class. Like, I wonder what they're thinking. And they're probably like, having read the Bible, been like, this is normal.
This is on par.
Like,
this is exactly how I see it.
Wow, this is a little dark. And like, yeah, like it was very like freaking like it's grade 9, not wanted on the voyage. What's the author's name? Timothy Findlay, you're fucked. I get your he's Canadian. Oh my god. It was in 1985 is when this book came out. I feel like you probably were going for like I feel like if this book came out now, it'd be great for my age group as like a anti-religious, thing. Yeah. But like for
satire.
Yeah, but at that
religious
age,
satire.
it was not. Like, he has this one kid, like Japheth or Japheth. It starts with like a J, and like he is blue because he was marinated for so long by cannibals at one point, but he got away, and he just can't scrub the blue off. It's a fucked up book.
I have read this book.
I have not.
It's so fucked.
I'm like, wait.
It's interesting. I feel like I want to reread it as an adult because I feel like as an adult maybe I'll appreciate it.
Hamilton Library doesn't have it. What was it called again?
Not Wanted on the Voyage.
Search.
Yes,
there's a cat on it.
Yes, they trick you. It's a trick.
That's so cute.
It's because there is a cat character, and like I think the cat's like all knowing. Like, oh, by the way, and like his wife, like Noah's wife, like can talk to the animals or something, but she's also like a drunk or a drug addict. I can't remember exactly, but she's always like on things, and she can talk to the animals, but like I don't think Noah doesn't believe her because she's always like it's a fucked up book. And I had to write a paper on this when I was like 14
But
years
Noah
old.
can talk to God, but she can't talk to animals.
Oh, they can all talk to God. Like God like comes to like a big buffet, like dinner thing with all his angels, and all his angels don't have genitals, and they all come along because they're all like big macho men without dicks. And they have like these wings. They're like, I'm an angel. I'm a bodyguard protecting Yahweh or whatever they call God in the book. Yeah, it's a fucked up book. So that is my.
It looks like Yeehaw or something.
Yeah, it's Yahweh or something. Yeah. It's an interesting book, and that was one of the books we had to read in grade 9. And I was like, okay.
There's such an A2 available. I got one on hold.
Yes. Okay, let me know what you think.
Yeah, no, I remember reading it way long ago. I was in grade 9 a long time ago.
I don't remember reading it in grade 9. I read The Crystalids.
I didn't read that.
Oh, it's about like post-apocalyptic, like the world like war, whatever, and then people like had like telepathic stuff, and those people were shunned, and if you weren't normal, like you couldn't be part of the group, and you'd had to be kicked out. And of course there was someone that wasn't normal, and like they had to hide, and it's typical bullshit.
No, so
it's a fascism.
I just want to point out I didn't do grade 9 English until like everybody else was grade 11 because I like dropped out of school. And like there was a bunch of books from Canadian authors that my teacher had me read to get my grade 9 English. And like another one was like the abuse the Japanese people went through during the war and afterwards. Like they were like, because like, oh, like you're in World War II and stuff. And
Pearl Harbor. Isn't
well,
that
it's always the joke that it's like,
but
what country has actually used nuclear war against another country? The U.S.
States.
on Japan.
Yeah,
like that's what it was. So yeah.
And like I was like, that was so like heartbreaking. Like she just like, this is a really important story to tell. And she's not even from Canada. She was from like somewhere in England. And she's like, it's really important to read different stories from different perspectives of the people in Canada. I was like, that makes sense. Like, why wouldn't you? And it was so heartbreaking. I don't remember a lot of the stories, but it was like, it's mostly about abuse that these people went through in these camps that they had to go to. And like, it was disgusting treatment. Yeah. And the families are still generations later still trying to recover from this.
You'll know this probably. What's his name? George Takei from Star Trek.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Oh, yes. I know.
His parents were in some of those camps, and he talks about it regularly. So it's like George, right?
Taki.
Yeah.
Takei,
so like his parents were in some of those camps, so he talks about that regularly. So yeah, it's like, it's not that long ago. People like to think it was so long ago.
And people don't realize Canada
did it
has been a disgusting, dirty country.
Like the Geneva Conventions. You mean the Canadian checklist?
Yeah.
Like it's just, and it's stuff we don't talk about enough. And my literature teacher, she just was like, made sure everybody was reading these stories. And like I went to school for it was like kids who were like in gangs. It was like,
no, I just imagine you in a gang.
Yeah, that I was not.
I know. I'm just.
And there's like,
that's why I laughed. Not for those kids in gangs.
Different like ethnic groups of people that like were in gangs in the area. And
I went to those kind of schools too, by the way.
Yeah, and I'm just this tiny little white girl. Mm-hmm. And like, just like, I don't know, but like she's like, we need to hear their stories. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, that's great. And then she had them read their stories too, like different types of people. Like she was like all inclusive. She's like, if your people have a story, you let me know and I'll make sure we know about it. I was like, that's great. And like, she was my teacher for like 2 years. And then they kicked me out of school because they lied, because they said, because I was 19, I wasn't allowed to attend that school anymore. When
you're allowed to attend till 21 though.
21. And they're
what year was it?
That I was 19?
No, there was a law passed in I want to say 2000, maybe 2010, 2011.
Oh, it was way before that.
Yeah, it was way before that.
Because I know or maybe it was 2009. But yeah, I was going to say there was a law passed in Ontario that literally, like, my friend got kicked out that week. So like there was, so if it was that week, but yeah, if it was before, then they
no. And then I just went to, it was through the high school I had attended. And then I had social anxiety, so I couldn't go to mainstream school. Like I was trying to go to school. The reason I dropped out of school was because of social anxiety. And then I had a kid and I was trying to go to school. So the mainstream school was like, oh, we have this alternative program. Like it's a little rough around the edges. I was like, I don't care. Like that doesn't bother me. And like everyone was like absolutely sweet to me. It was great. And then like 2 years later, they're like, no, you can't go here because it's illegal for us to educate you. You have to go to an adult education. And then I didn't.
If it was 2009, that would have made sense. But if it was before that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it was like 2002.
Yeah, because the law didn't come into effect until then. Yeah. So yeah.
Because no, it
2004. It was 2004. Because then I went to what is that girl? Cathedral High School.
No, you didn't. Yeah, it was St. Charles, wasn't it called? Or no, not St. Charles.
No. It was through Wilma's Place.
Wilma's Place, yeah. That's what I was like, but it wasn't
It's not
It was
adults, it's
through.
teenagers. It's
No, I
all
know.
teenagers, and it was through another high school.
Yeah.
So like they just lied and got
Yeah.
away with it. I was like, okay, I can't fight this because I'm 19
Yeah.
and I have no support. So they're like, well, I'm sure if my mom could have done something, but I was like, okay,
Wait, how old was I? Because what school was I going to when you went to that? Because I was from
Sir
age
John A.
16.
or something.
Was I in John A or was I on James Street then? I was on James Street then, the year before when you were in that program.
Fuck,
I
it
was
was
at
so long
St. John.
ago. The point is,
But
I had to
I
see
was
all
going
these
to like I'll like same thing. Got kicked out of school and I went to off school off of this main schools.
alternative programs is what they
Mhm.
called them, and like it's crazy. And like the principal from that other school, the new school, he like a couple years afterwards, he like killed himself. I don't know the whole story. They never went into it, but like there was a fire and he barricaded himself in the basement. So like to me, that says you killed yourself.
Yeah.
Like, they wouldn't
If
go
you
through.
if you made it so you can't be saved,
yeah. Like, why would a principal do that?
child.
Yeah, but he was like, oh, I don't want to say, but
No,
like he
we're
was
not.
he was a cool
If
dude.
I
Like, he
were a
helped a lot of
principal
students.
and I killed myself, that is why.
It could
I'm
be
just speaking from
depression.
my.
It could be depression. Like,
Yeah, but like,
yeah.
why wouldn't you just kill yourself at home?
It was at home. It wasn't at the school. It
Oh,
was
I
at my
thought
house.
you were saying at the school.
No.
Okay. But like, why would you burn your whole house down unless you want other people to suffer? Was he married with children?
I don't know. It doesn't go. The article never went into anything. It was just like, oh, this great teacher, blah blah blah. I'm like, tell me more. What happened? Like, why?
That's the worst.
Why?
I mean, okay, speaking of Hamilton schools, I did volunteer for a new program back when I was in university at Sir John A. I never went to that school, but I did. They had a teen mom program, but they allowed partners of teen moms or parents also allowed in it, and we had like teens that were like, so their boyfriends or partners, even if they got pregnant by someone else but they were with a different partner or whatever, were able to join this program. And I would go in for a couple hours. I'd watch their babies and toddlers and stuff while they did work, and the teachers were very like accommodating to what courses they needed. It was a 2-credit like course, so they were there all morning. And it helped because most of these teen parents were late for their first period. So because this was a 2-credit course, it was like, you're not technically late, you know, if you're just rolling in. And like for some of their English credits, like I remember this one teen was trying to quit smoking. And so the teacher got her a bunch of anti-smoking pamphlets, handed them to her and said, I want you to read these and just write a report on them. Tell me what you learned. And that was the English assignment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I love teachers like that because, like, really, you're still learning the skills you need to learn.
Yes.
Like, it does.
You're learning how to take information, digest it, and then regurgitate it. That's what papers are. Like, that's you're just regurgitating information you knew in a written format, and it's like, just.
But my grade 11 and 12, because that's what I was going to that new school for, was done by other people, not me. I met Kyle my last year there, and I needed 8 credits, and he did all of them. So I was like, okay, my science credits, my English credits, my math credits. He did everything. Well, he was going to university.
Crazy, like, jealous.
Like, and then yeah, and like I did all of my high school. Well, I also had a baby, so like I did all of my high school in 2.5 years.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I was like, thanks. Yeah. Because like I had to, like, I was like, okay, like I never wanted to go to school ever. I was like, it's too hard. But then, like, you know, teen mom, whatever bullshit. I was like, okay, well, now it's not my life I'm going to ruin. And now I just can't finish school. I need to just keep going back.
I get that. I'm always like, there's more I need to know. I don't know it all yet.
Yeah, and I just think my life experiences change what I want to do. Like I'm still want to help people, but in a different capacity. So like it's just
yeah.
It's no longer. I used to be huge on like advocating for human rights, but like that's so fucking draining because it never changes. So now I'm like, oh, like maybe now I'll just help with people's mental health because I've done a lot of that too. So now I'm less human rights, more just your own personal.
Just survive.
Well,
survival,
and
yeah.
if you're focusing on mental health from a human rights capacity, you're understanding. Like my biggest thing with mental health professionals is when I go in, I'm like, I'm depressed, and they're like, oh, you should do all these things, and I'm like, I can't because I'm also poor, or I'm also a woman, or I'm also blah blah. Like you have to know what's going on.
You just need to fall in love with your psychiatrist, I think. That's what you need to do. I'm just saying.
He told me he likes tortoise shell glasses, so I'm gonna put on some tortoise shell glasses.
Because he's a fucking Virgo, man. That of course.
You could tell. You could tell.
You could tell.
Okay. I'm gonna read you guys a poem that I had to write, and this is a university level class. Okay, university level class, short fiction. Okay, so it's short stories, poems. And we had to do a bunch of papers on them. I had to write a 3-page paper essay on this 12-word poem. Okay? So you tell me what you think the poem is about. How you guys register it, okay? This is by William Carlos Williams. He died in 1963. The poem is called This Is Just to Say. I have eaten the plums that were in the icebox, and which you were probably saving for breakfast. Forgive me, they were delicious, so sweet and so cold.
Balls.
No.
I thought it was about cheating. I was like, plums look like bums. And I wrote a 3-page essay on like, he's just cheating. He was just trying out the plums. And he was just telling his wife, like, sorry, my bad.
Like,
hey, I passed. I proved my argument in those 12 lines. They were in the icebox.
Yeah, like they were
just
saving
there.
them for later. They're just like, you're just obsessed with testicles and you're just waiting for them to have them later. So like, put something on ice doesn't always mean it's on ice. It just means like you set it aside, saving it for later.
I mean, fucking William Carlos Williams would go really hard as a drag name. William Williams?
Yep.
Come on.
That's like comic book kind of thing, like where John Johnson, Peter Peterson,
yeah,
Jack
William
Jackson,
Williams. Yeah. Dressing as a plum in an icebox.
Steve Stevenson. Just like any name with son at the end. Like it's just, which is how names
the name of like whatever like the like, so if it has son, it means like that is the son of that person. So like my maiden name was Thompson, and so that the name means the son of Tom.
Yeah.
Which is fucked. It was like, either that or like your job.
Yeah. Or like so
Smith.
So Villeneuve means new city. So like people would come to like Canada, they're like, what's happening? And they're like Villeneuve, like so they want to go to like a new city, and that became like their last name.
I'm looking up the Hart surname right now. And it has 1 million origins, but a lot of it includes English, German, Dutch, and Jewish, and Irish.
So, all white.
Yeah.
To be fair, one of the first Jewish members of Canadian Parliament, Ezekiel Hart. So, you know, I might be culturally Jewish. We don't even know. What my name is.
Did you take that 23andMe?
No, I didn't, and then they went bankrupt. So now I'm like, fuck, I paid for this kit and I never did it, and now they're bankrupt, which also is kind of a good thing because they're selling off their assets, includes all your digital footprints.
I went through Ancestry. Is who I went through.
Yeah, that's what when Ernest went, he did it, and he got like Irish and English mostly, but like they don't really like, unless you're from like certain regions, like they can't measure Jewish ethnically, so it's really hard to say. But yeah. So I'll have to do an ancestry one day.
Maybe we're related.
Oh, that'd be so good. Like a little bit of incest in our podcast.
Have you been fucking? Like,
No, like emotional incest.
Oh, okay. I was
like I've thought about it.
When I'm alone at night.
Yeah, you know, like you're there.
I mean, I've had dreams about you, so I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, like, you know, like we talk about our tit boobs all the time.
As long as you're not touching for real.
Like, yeah, exactly. Not without consent.
Okay, it happened one fucking time. Like, geez.
Not without consent.
Need permission.
Okay. I read this short story in grade 10, and I had to do a paper on it. So I'm asking if you guys ever read it, because you might relate. The Yellow Wallpaper by Charlotte Perkins Gilman.
No, never read it.
Have you heard of it?
No. Okay, she has. I haven't.
Okay, so it's about a woman. It's a short story, very short. It's like fucking 7 pages in a textbook. So I don't know what that is in real pages, but it's you know what I mean. Yeah. It's from a female's perspective, and she keeps hearing babies crying, and her husband locks her in a room, and she keeps seeing a woman in this yellow wallpaper, and the patterns change, and she's seeing this woman, and then sometimes she sees this woman also in the garden from her window, etc., etc. I'm gonna ruin it for you. Yeah, the yellow wallpaper is likely piss. She's just peeing on the wall because she's fucking crazy because she lost her baby. And this is written, like, she's supposed to be like, this is back when, like, they hid crazy people. So the husband was like, she lost her mind after, like, having a baby. Let's lock her in a room, you know? And the woman in the yellow wallpaper and stuff is, like, herself, like, being free. And she's, like, just pissing on the wall.
Okay. How does one piss on a wall? Like, a woman.
Okay, but, like, think insanely. Like, think like you don't understand. You don't know what's happening. You just see patterns in the wall, and they just keep getting different. You don't know you're pissing on the wall. You don't know.
But how does one piss on the wall? Like, don't know. She's doing the splits against the wall? Because if she squats and throws her piss, that would make sense. But, like, I don't... How someone pisses on the... I
don't know. She's just sitting against it. It's just like it's like a little pattern, and it just keeps growing and growing. But it was a fucked up story to read when you're 15 years old. I didn't understand. I was like, oh, that's.
I still don't understand.
I understand.
I didn't understand the peeing on the wall. The walls were yellow before she got there.
No, the patterns, they talk about it, and there's a few quotes in there that talk about the stench or the smell of the changing in patterns. So it doesn't explicitly say she's peeing on the wall, but it's coming together as she's locked in a room.
Sickly sulfur tint.
Sulfur.
That's not pee, that's like fart.
Yeah, fart.
Sulfur is is usually like when they say like the smell of, and yellow, so like she's locked in. Yeah, she's locked in the room. She's not peeing anywhere. That's a toilet.
She's fucking doing the splits against the wall and pissing.
It's like the pattern's changing. It doesn't. It's basically just another addition onto her being a little crazy because her baby died, and when you're a woman and your baby dies, that's all you're worth at that time period. So
I'm still fixated on the whole like.
I thought it was. I read it when I was like maybe like I didn't understand a lot of things because I read it when I was like 12. When I was in my like experimental reading.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a horror. Like, I thought it was a scary story. Like it was like scary to me. And I used to like see things myself growing up. And like shadows all the time. And like it was a little bit troublesome.
Yes, it really is. Like that she sees like the woman in the garden, she sees her come out of the wallpaper and then be in the garden, and she's like wondering where her baby is, and it's like she doesn't like recognize the baby's dead. It's like it's a horror short story, 100%.
Another one I read that was a little bit. I felt really bad for the character was Belle Falls. another Canadian author wrote it, and it's the main character has schizophrenia and she's being like tried for murder. So like it's just like really you kind of like have a little empathy for these characters that are not like they're not getting the care that they should. And they're just living their life like she was like a homeless woman and like it's just like oh like it's that like these are books
like what
that
am I supposed to do? I'm 12.
Yeah, well I read this one, another one. This is like when I had to read all these books about Canadian authors.
Either way, I'm 16. What am I gonna do about it?
Yeah. So it was a little, and then like I'd read these stories like on my own too because I was like in my exploring phase, and then I like one with like Black history, and that was like super depressing, and then in like Native history before we started talking about all the residential schools, like I first learned about like before everyone talked about residential schools. I learned them when I was doing social work. It was already talked about.
Yeah.
But like so that was like 2005 where people like these schools were out there. They're still out there and like they need to come out. But like before that I read stories. I would love to remember the name because like there's more books and stories coming out now. But it just came out like 2003 or something like that. Like it just I don't know, it was like a new book. The library's like read this and I was like this is heartbreaking.
This isn't probably the book you read because it came out in 2017, but Seven Fallen Feathers by Tanya Talaga is about the deaths that constantly happen in Thunder Bay of Indigenous boys. Because yeah, like people don't recognize that a lot of the times they have to travel to even attend high school. Indigenous people do. And in those cities that they have to travel to, they not only have to find their own lodging, but they also are not very safe. So in the northern areas, a lot of them end up just going missing or dying. And that's just totally normal. And nothing happens. Yay.
Yay.
So yeah.
So it's called Kill the Indian, Save the Man. The genocidal impact of American Indian residential schools.
That's what Sir John A. Macdonald quote. Right?
I don't know.
Wait,
but that's
okay. Kill the Indian, save the man. That someone quoted that. Oh no, it's R.H. Pratt. Never mind. So I was like, that's a quote from someone, but it's R.H. Pratt from Denver, Colorado.
And that came out in 2004.
Yeah, this is a quote from 1892. Yeah,
so like so like yeah, before I learned about it in social work where they were talking about it, I read the book. But like it took that long for people to like it was like what 15 years after that before people started being like, hey, there's dead babies under these schools. Like that's just so like there's been books and these people have been trying to share their stories for so long and no one was listening.
Even when they teach Canadian history in school, they don't teach any of that. Nope. I actually just looked up what the Sir John A. Macdonald quote was, and it was killing the Indian in the child. So it was kind of on the same lines.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, they don't teach you that in high school when they teach you about Sir John A. Macdonald. They teach you, they're like,
they just say that he was the first prime minister of Canada.
Prime minister, and he just was an alcoholic and he vomited a lot. I remember that because I thought that was hilarious. I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I could vomit at my job.
In the new curriculum, like my kids learned about residential school.
My kids learned.
Yeah.
Yeah, so did mine.
I also taught them, so.
Yeah, we talk about it beforehand, but like every September, my kids are depressed. They were like, it started like in the second grade that these kids are being taught, which is great. But at the same time, like it's great. And you just have to like maybe do some trauma support afterwards. Like, like you warn the parents, but you don't warn the parents how traumatizing it is for your kids to know that kids their age were beaten and abused. Like I feel like maybe have some social workers there. Like,
Yeah, I feel like there's an age to like start that at, and like the same way there's an age to start everything. Like it's like age appropriate. It's like when it comes to like your body, like I always, sex ed. It's like that should start in kindergarten, but you're not talking about fucking rape
fucking.
and shit in kindergarten. Yeah,
No.
exactly. You're like, no, these are your no parts. Like, no one to touch these but a doctor or mom. Like these are the, our dad. Like these are
And
the
like teach relationships, like gay, straight, like different, like your gender also. Like those start earlier in your sex ed. Like sex ed isn't just sex.
love. Like you can love.
Like it's human, it's mostly human anatomy. I feel like human
Yeah.
behavior is what it should be changed to. Like it's not, sex ed is so like misleading, and you barely don't even touch the surface of sex.
But I mean, that's the issue with all the courses is it's like it takes so much human behavior out of it. Like, and part of that is like even in history, it's like it takes so much of the human behavior out of it. It's like they teach in the States like George Washington is a good guy. Like George Washington couldn't tell a lie. Or no, it was Abraham Lincoln. Like, no, George Washington. George Washington couldn't tell a lie. He has the cherry tree. He couldn't tell. You didn't heard the cherry tree story?
No.
Oh my god, you guys aren't even involved in American lore.
No.
In American lore,
Not really. Like
they're taught this story about George Washington. I actually had a children's storybook that actually had the George Washington story in it, which is the only reason I know. So I'm not like, this is not one of my like things. But like they teach in the States, George Washington couldn't tell a lie physically because of a story when George Washington was a child. He wanted to chop down wood and see what it felt like with an axe. So he chops down one of his father's cherry trees. And then his father's like, George Washington, did you chop down my cherry tree? And George Washington couldn't tell a lie. And he was like, oh, I'm so sorry, Daddy. I chopped down your cherry tree. And the dad was like, well, at least you told the truth. You're gonna just have to replant me a cherry tree and then all will be forgiven. And that is George Washington. And completely ignoring the fact he owned slaves, moved states so he could keep his slaves, and raped and fathered many children with his slaves. But that is what they're taught, is that George Washington couldn't tell a lie. A short story, actually. So this fits well into the theme.
the trauma.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, that's George Washington.
That's couldn't tell a lie.
Couldn't tell a lie.
I don't care about the States. I went to school there, and I was like, oh, it was like I was in a science class, and they're like, they were doing astronomers. I was like, oh, like I'm Canadian. Can I do like Canadian? And she's like, there are no Canadians.
They don't exist.
I was like, what? I was like, okay, so then I'm not doing it. So I just didn't do the project. I was like, you're dumb. Like, obviously there's Canadian astronauts. Like, what are you talking about? Like, how do you not know the science teacher? I like, sometimes, like, how does you as an American don't realize there's other countries gone to space? Like, how do you become an educator of science and not realize there's other countries doing things?
Because they weren't taught it.
They literally don't. Like, it's like I mean, we have to get ready to end this episode, but before, fucking Trump right now literally has PragerU, right-wing fake education system, using AI and stuff to control PBS.
Yeah.
Which is now putting pro-slavery talking points. They're like, well, it's better a slave than
die. Yeah.
So, I see how this happens, but it's just not good. It's just not like a thing I want, Like, I want proper education. I rather, okay, hot take.
Your cat?
Fucking bastard man. He fell anyway. Like, as Bruner, he's my giant Maine Coon, and he's trying to like get onto my desk while I'm trying to like hang out with you guys. I'm like, no, sir. Jessica's talking a story, and I don't want to interrupt. And I'm like, no. And then he just kind of tries to jump over my arm, and then he falls in the crack anyway. Like, come on.
Well, this is my final hot take is that. Hold on, fuck, I forgot.
Bruder, it's your fault.
What were we talking about before? Oh no,
Trump.
I don't remember. Trump
And
Trump?
PBS and AI and
Oh, okay.
education.
It was something about slavery.
Yeah, you'd
My
rather be a
hot
slave than not
take-
die.
Yeah, my hot take is it's better to fight slavery and die than it is to be a complicit slave.
Yeah.
In the year of 2025. Like, I feel like in the past, you didn't have the internet. You didn't know there was other slaves out there. You didn't know, like, you couldn't, organize in the way we can organize now. I feel like
did you
at
see
this
TikTok's
point,
new thing?
which one?
They're September 13th or whatever, they're gonna have new what's it called, policies and whatever.
They will not be able, like, if they get rid of the TikTok, like, if they take away the treat, it's a lot harder to take away the treat.
They're not getting rid of TikTok. It's the guidelines have changed.
Yeah, but if they get rid of TikTok as we know it.
Yeah.
That's
people
what I
will
mean.
leave.
People will leave. And, like, when people leave, they don't have anything else to go to. And so now this hole that was created because we have this treat. It's like, if you never have cheesecake, you don't want cheesecake. But then you have cheesecake. And then they're like, you can't have cheesecake anymore. You're like, the fuck I can't. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's going to happen. It's like, you're just going to make people want to rebel more. They're like, people, like, remember when TikTok was almost about to get banned? And they were like, we're
going to go fucking dead like Chinese.
Yeah, like,
Red
will
Note.
Die if I can't get TikTok. Like, what the fuck? So I feel like if they even try that,
we'll see. We'll see how it's going to go. But like, so many apps are now trying to come out as being the new TikTok, and I'm like,
the reason they're doing that is because, like, of the news stuff, like Israel, that kind of stuff, the LA music,
the music festival. Yeah, that's why, because they want to control the narrative, and they can't.
Which they've been trying to do since the Ohio
train thing.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. I knew exactly what you were going for. I was like, yeah, they hated talking about the train that
they took 3 weeks for it to get on major news stations, when on TikTok people in Ohio were like, this train just, like, literally leaked. And like, the thing is that happens, like, there's like 180 train accidents, train derailments in the US every year. Like, that happens all the time. It was just,
and then people researched about it, and then they talked about it, and like how they don't check their trains and people were like, oh, and so government's not happy with that.
So read a book, everyone. If you see a book being banned at your local library, get it right away and check why it's being banned. Read it.
Yeah. Alrighty. Ready for to end this?
At this point, we'll see you at Fan Expo tomorrow. Not at the time of this recording, of course, but at the time when this episode is released. So we'll see you there between 4 and 7 p.m. on Saturday. We have tons of merch for free. You can come and leave us your Am I the Butthole stories or your hot takes. Come meet us. Come take pictures with us. Come say, hey, I love your podcast, because we love to hear it. And also don't forget to listen to our episodes, rate, check it out. Check out our Patreon if you really want to hear us talk more, because we have free stuff there as well as paid stuff there. And we just appreciate all the interactions and all of y'all. Also, since we were talking about TikTok, follow us on TikTok. Maybe one day we'll go live. You never know.
Maybe one day we'll post more stuff.
Yeah, if you follow us, I'll be more motivated to post stuff on there.
Right. The same 3 people who are us looking at it is just not that great. Like,
yeah, it's not. I have my own personal TikTok. It's really hard to post on 2 TikToks, so you got to really motivate me.
Is. It's really hard to post on like multiple social. I can only focus on one. I can't even do multiple social medias. It has to be one, and we all know mine is TikTok.
Yeah. So make sure to follow Donna on TikTok.
If you don't already.
Yeah, and get ready for our next season of Books and Booze. Get ready for our Halloween episodes in October, because we have 5 Fridays this year. We're so pumped. And get ready for our Christmas variety show, which we are going to be doing again this year. We'll eventually get back to the live stream, but this is not the time. So we're going to do an extra fabulous Christmas variety show. So like lots of stuff coming in the next couple months. So make sure to tell your friends. And and make sure to check us again tomorrow, Fan Expo. We'll see you there, and we also have giveaways. So like check us out. And we'll see you all next time.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.